Are we live?
Yes, we are streaming.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tech Down Over. We are doing an impromptu show, just doing some testing of new hardware, new software, and just having fun while we're at it. So we are recording this on the Alienware M17 or Area 51 M17R5 17-inch laptop, the current generation R5, release 5 or whatever they call it. It runs pretty well. It's a little noisy on the fans. So for a show,
it can be, yeah.
For a show, I'm not sure if this noise is going to come in, but it's like, what the hell? It's a little bit noisy.
I guess if we were gonna start using this for shows, we would probably want to put it under a table or something, right?
I don't know, but it's a little. All of a sudden, it really kicked in on the fan noise. I don't know. We may be able to turn the fan noise down. We'll have to look.
We may be able to. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty quiet most of the time, but then it'll just kick in once in a while, and,
no real reason.
And it starts spinning up.
It is thin. It's less than an inch thick the whole way around.
Yeah. Should I pick it up, or do you think that's going to mess with things?
No, I think we should just leave it alone.
Yeah, just leave it.
And we are recording with the Canon EOS R, which is right over there. And it's a great camera. This is one of the first recordings I think we've done with it on streaming. We have it connected via HDMI output into a Magewell HDMI recording card.
Yeah, let's see. It's the Magewell is right here. You can see it here.
Yep, it's a great card. We tried the Elgato, which is it this thing?
It's over here.
No, it's
so
over there.
we have the Elgato HD60S.
That's the Pro 1080p card, and it works on the computer, but it does not work in RelateCasts so far.
We got it to work pretty well with vMix and OBS. We haven't got it to work yet with Wirecast. I might have just had the wrong settings. I'm not totally sure.
But we don't know. It does work on the computer. It just isn't working in Wirecast for whatever reason. I tend to think it's not wrong settings because it works on the other ones.
Yeah.
So what else are we doing? We also have the Rodecaster on. All of our audio right now into Wirecast, or for that matter, vMix or whatever else we're using on this machine, can go through the Rodecaster. So we don't need to have any extra preamps or anything else. This will handle the whole thing. It does a pretty good job. So he can control Harold. Did I introduce you, Harold? I'm with Harold Muliadi. He's right next to me. I don't even know if I introduced myself.
I don't think you did.
This is Zanotti.
Rick Zanotti of RelateCasts.
Yeah, very impromptu. We don't even know who we are right now.
Yeah. Sometimes we forget.
Yeah, so,
it's okay.
So anyway, the Rodecaster is a very nice podcasting machine. It can create audio for something like Wirecast, vMix, what was the other one? OBS on this machine. So it is nice. It's powerful. It does a great job. We can control volume, output, whether it has power or not. Right now, Harold and I are on Shure SM58 microphones. They're very quiet. They shouldn't be picking up a lot of this noise, even though I'm pretty close to where that fan is, and I think Harold's right on top of it almost.
Basically, yeah.
I don't think the fans are picking it up. We will. Not the fans, but the mics are picking it up. We will see. While we're at it, let me show you something. This is the Logitech. Oops, this way. This is the Logitech. Did I get it the right way? I'm backwards.
Way, yeah.
Here way.
There we go.
Way. If you're looking for a mechanical keyboard, you don't necessarily do gaming, though this could work with gaming. This is a simple, about $60 mechanical keyboard from Logitech. The, what is it, KM840?
K840. I've actually got the box right here.
K840. Comes with a really nice, well, this one doesn't come with anything, the wrist pad, that's a different one. Anyway, the K840 is a great mechanical keyboard. It's wired, you don't have to deal with batteries and all the other crap on wireless keyboards. It has, let me play this. Nice sounds to the keys. It might be using Romer Gs. I'm not.
It is, yeah.
It is using Romer Gs. Okay, so these are gaming keys that Logitech uses on their gaming keyboards as well, but this is really a typing keyboard. So this is a tactile keyboard. It's not linear, meaning you can type without risk of hitting a lot of errors or typos. I have now at my desk the Logitech, what is it, G513, I think it is. I think it's a G513. I may be totally wrong. But the G513 is a gaming keyboard. It's got the Roma G keys. It is tactile. It is also RGB color keys. The nice thing about that one, I noticed my typos have gone down about 90%, and that's good because the other keyboard, the other Logitech gaming keyboard was killing me. That one was really taking me out. The Roma G keys are fine. That's what the other one uses too, but it was a linear keyboard. And I don't use these for gaming. I use them mostly for work. I like the mechanical keyboards. They sound and feel better when you're typing. And the M513, I'm sorry, the G513 doesn't have the issue of you hit one key and you can many times hit 2 or 3. It's very, very sensitive. It's not like that. It's just a very good typing keyboard. I've really noticed a big difference on typos and everything else. Very comfortable to type on. It's got nice, you probably can't hear it from here, but it's got very nice give. And it's also fully lit, which this one isn't. This is a no frills. The K840 is a no frills keyboard, but it's nice. The G513 is actually nicer. It's got it's about $129, $30 right now on Amazon. Very nice keyboard. I think it retails for about $149, $153, something like that. So good little keyboard. And on Harold's end, we're using that's a G something mouse, right? That's a gaming mouse from Logitech.
Yeah, it's the G502.
That's a great mouse. It also has weights, which we like to put in them. It's got about, I don't know how much weight, but it makes the mouse feel a little heftier, so you're not sliding off or it's feeling really cheap in your hand. It gives it a nice, good feel. You have the same mouse, right?
Yeah, this is the same one I'm using. Let me lift it up and show it to you. This is a G502, and yeah, this is the same one I'm using in my office, just a few steps away.
Yeah, it's a really good mouse. It's pretty accurate, and again, it is corded. You can actually plug it into many of the keyboards, and not the 840 because it doesn't have a USB one. But if you get the G513 or something, it does have a USB mouse input, so that's great. Now, what keyboard are you using at your desk?
Which one am I using? I forget. You're actually.
On a gaming one, right?
Yeah, I'm on one of the Logitech ones.
It is Logitech.
But I forget which number it is.
Oh, I thought you were still on one of the other ones. Okay. You're probably on the same one I have.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a good one. Do you have problems with typos?
I do, but I don't know. I have problems with typos on every keyboard,
oh, okay.
I think. I type fast, but I make a lot of mistakes.
He does type fast. He kills the keyboard. He's super fast. So anyway, this is really a quick test of how this whole setup is working. And other than the fan noise, it's actually quite well. Our lighting. Yeah. I don't know if we're capturing it. You probably maybe can see the reflection on the TV over there.
No, they can't catch it.
No, it won't go that far.
Quite.
Okay. We're using the Aputure.
It's the C120D2.
C is for chips on board. This is an LED with very, very teeny LEDs. It's great. I think it only has one big LED. Maybe it may have multiples.
I'm not sure how. Yeah,
but this is brighter than a freight train. If you've ever been by a big train coming at you, this is brighter. It's really bright, and we're probably at 10 right now, really low.
I think we're at 50 or so right now.
We're at 50?
Yeah.
Because the thing is the dimmer.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the C120D2 and version 2, and we have the Aputure Light Dome Mini Mark 1 on there.
Which is about 2 feet, maybe? A little less?
Yeah, maybe 2.5. I don't know. The thing is, it actually gets really nice diffusion.
You can probably see it in my eyes as it reflects. You see it? Can you see that?
They may be able to a little bit.
If I open my eyes, whee! You see it?
I think we can catch it just the tiniest bit, but
I now need surgery. No, I'm fine.
So it's it spreads the light a lot. So what happens is you get good diffusion, but it does actually dim the light quite a bit. This I did
so 50% is pretty good dimming because this thing is bright.
Yeah, because Yeah, on our blog, we'll link it in the description. I did a test with this and some other light diffusers and other. I also tested against a Fresnel lens and the C120D2 without any attachments and that sort of thing. And this kind of came up with the dimmest light, but it gets good diffusion compared to the.
So this was the dimmest?
It was the dimmest, but I mean, diffusion-wise, it competes with the big domes.
And it looks like what it does is, because the light in the center is dim. It's almost black.
It has...
So it bounces off the back plate, doesn't it?
It has a reflector that actually kind of floats in front of the light in there.
Ah, that's true.
And then that basically bounces it back.
Is that the silver thing that was in there?
Yeah, it bounces it back into the dome, which, I don't know, maybe... Well, yeah, we'll link to the article and you'll be able to see what this actually looks like. We're talking about it, but you can't really see what it looks like. But yeah, it has its reflector dome. And then...
In fact, that's the latest article. So if you're watching this today, which is what, March 19th?
March 19th, yeah.
It is the current last article on the Aputure C120 D version 2 and some of the light domes that come with it, the diffusers. So take a look at that. Just go to www.relate.com and click on the blog button in the upper right, I believe.
Yeah, and we'll also link the particular article below, and we'll probably also link the video where we first tested the Rodecaster and a few other ones too.
That's true.
Yeah,
those are fun. Rodecaster is fun. We haven't used it that much because we're not doing a lot of just audio.
Yeah.
But this could actually replace almost everything in our studio, couldn't it?
It seems to work pretty well as an audio interface. I mean, I did notice...
we could replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 pieces of hardware with this.
Jeez. Yeah.
Maybe we should.
We should try it, I think.
Simplify our lives one day. We'll try that.
Especially since actually, a lot of our guest audio is coming over NDI.
But we're using NDI. That may not work.
Well, I mean, the NDI is just going straight over the network to the switcher.
True.
So it doesn't even need to go through this.
Yeah, well, we might play with it just to see.
I mean, how much does this thing cost? It's
$600.
I mean, it's not super cheap, but compared to all of the audio equipment we have in there,
especially when you consider that it has built-in Aphex Studio channel, big bottom and oral exciter.
Yeah,
not what you think.
You get quite a bit from this.
Yeah, by the way, so the big bottom is the bass sounds, makes it deep, makes it real deep. And the oral exciter is aural, A-U-R-A-L, ear. It excites your ear. What it does is it brings out the mids and the highs.
Yeah, so it really pops out voices, basically.
Aphex is awesome. We have several Aphexes here. I have one at home. They're just incredible.
And that's what we use as our... in the studio, we're using the Aphex for your mic usually, right?
Right now, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then for the mics coming in from the outside, we're using the Persona Studio project, or the Studio channel, which is a pretty. It's also about a $300 compressor, limiter, and gate. It's really good. It's a preamp. And it does a good job. The Aphex costs about $1,000. It used to cost a little less. It's about $950 now, maybe a little bit more. But boy, they're really good. Once you get the hang of how to set it, it's really an incredible preamp and compressor, limiter, and gate. It does a great job. If we're getting rid of some of this noise from the machine, then it's doing an incredible job right now because I believe we have the Aphex turned on for all channels here.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how well it gets rid of that noise. We'll see. So either you're hearing a lot of whining of the fan, or you're not hearing it at all, and it just sounds like we're talking about
usually
nothing.
You're just hearing us whine. So this is good. Well, I guess that's it for today. We've got Sarah in the other room. She is monitoring this. She hasn't screamed at us, so I think we're doing okay. Want to play some music from the Rodecaster?
Sure.
Here we go. Some music from the Rodecaster. And if you want, you can lower the volume a little bit while I'm talking. The master volume there. And so, not the master, but the input, the effect audio, that would do it. So this is the Rodecaster, the Alienware R5, M17, our mics, the Shure SM58s, and Harold and I. We are signing off. Bye, Harold. Thanks.
See you next time, everyone. Thank you.